Hi, it's Jen and Tammy back with another Notions video from Shabby Fabrics, and this time it's extra special.
It is.
Because this is one of our newest products that we are creating. This is the Shabby Fabrics wool pressing mat. And I am loving using the wool pressing mat. Tammy's going to show us in just a couple minutes why this is really better than using just your standard ironing board to press your seams.
Press anything.
Really, you're right. It's
Quilt
not
blocks,
just
wool, whatever you want to press. Yeah.
So behind us, you'll see plenty of wool projects. We have these cute little, we had a lot of fun doing this
wool
video.
mug rugs.
Yeah, we had
I love
fun.
wool mug rugs.
All 12 of those are done. That was our series for 2018. More coming up for 2019. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. We have so much planned.
We do.
And we're coming up with new ideas all the time. And by the way, we love hearing from you. If you have something you'd love us to do, let us know.
Please.
You can leave a message on the videos, or email us, support@shabbyfabrics.com.
Yeah.
We would love to hear from you. Social media at shabbyfabrics.com. Yeah. We're here to serve you with enticing, hopefully, ideas.
Whatever you like.
The other things are our shabby mats. That's part of a club. We're really having a good time again. Those are all wool. And that's kind of when the wool pressing mat kind of came into action
into play. It
did.
Yep.
And so we were just figuring out that all of the dimension of wool, you want that to be, you don't want it flattened down.
You don't want it flattened down. Like on this, you've got all this dimension right here.
And you want that.
And
that's
you have
the
your
point of it.
embroidery stitches are on top of it. You've worked hard to put them there.
Yep.
I want them to stay on top of the wool, right? So when you put this upside down on the wool pressing mat, and I'm going to use my little Panasonic iron here and get this thing steaming. Steams nice, doesn't it?
It does. For such a small iron, I love how portable it is.
It really does.
And
I like
cordless.
It's cordless. Very handy.
Love it.
There we are. And you can see how the stitches are still on top. They're not flattened out, and it didn't distort the lines at all. They're still straight like they're supposed to be. I love this.
I have literally, in the attempt to get something wrinkle-free, just about flattened the whole project where it looked like I hadn't had, like it was a panel almost.
Like it was a panel.
And I'm like,
smashing that
all
thing
of that
down.
effort was kind of wasted.
It was kind of.
The other thing I want to point out before you show us how great it also works on cotton fabric is the size of this. I know there's a lot of wool pressing mats in the industry. We're certainly not the only ones that have this product. But what's unique about ours is I decided that the 14-inch square was a better size because I usually make 12.5-inch blocks.
Right.
Now, the blocks we have today, I think, are 9s.
These are a little smaller.
But when I need a 12.5-inch square block and I want to press it, some of the other smaller pressing mats, my block is kind of off the edge.
It's coming off a little bit.
And I want the whole thing on
there.
there.
You want it all on there.
So this is why the 14 square is just a great size.
It's a good size.
For the largest blocks that most people make.
So we can set this, I also want to point out, we have this setting just on a regular table. You can set this right next to you at a sewing machine. We had one at Quilt Retreat.
Yes.
And we loved it. It was right next to our machine, and we didn't have to get up to go press, which
or
was
wait in
wonderful.
Line.
Or wait in line to press.
If you've been at Quilt Retreats, you
press
know.
right next to yourself. I love that.
You can definitely end up waiting in line at Quilt Retreats because there's limited space.
Exactly. So when I press on this, I'm just going to set my seam as I normally would. And I have a lot of intersections all coming together here, a lot of points in these blocks. And when I open this up, I'm going to just press this. Make sure my little seam goes where I want it to. Maybe give it a little shot of steam. And look how flat that is.
Well,
the points are sharp.
I love it.
You don't have that giant ridge where you have that seam because the seam actually, the mat absorbs it. It's like it goes down into the mat, making your block flatter.
Right.
The seam is pressed.
When
it's
I press
beautiful.
some of my blocks, I don't have one of these at home yet. I'm going to change that today.
Yes, you better change that.
But I can get where there's almost a ridge because this is where the bulk of the fabric is, and then it kind of has a drop off.
Because I've got those points coming back over on top of themselves, and so it doesn't like to press. But this is nice and flat and sharp points. I love this mat.
So I think this is one of those types of things. as you know, we only bring you notions that we truly use and believe in. There's an ocean of different notions.
There's a lot of notions out
We
there.
only want to bring you the ones that we feel truly add value, and this is a one-time investment. You're never going to replace that. So thank you for introducing us to the wool mats earlier on.
Yeah.
I love that we've come up with a better size that we think you're going to love, and I'm going to be taking one home today.
Good job.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.